list of upcoming fictional and heavily rumored animated franchise revivals that will break the internet. What is up, Flame Force? And welcome back to the Nerd Flame channel, your source for the deepest dives and most explosive rumors in cinema and pop culture. Mr. Flame here, and today we are lighting the fuse on the biggest animated announcements, the ones that have the internet completely losing its collective mind. We're talking about those coveted remakes, the legendary reboots, and the sequels that everyone, from the casual moviegoer to the most hardcore fan, has been begging for since the credits rolled on the original masterpieces. Forget what you thought you knew about animation slates, because we are peering into the future, a stacked calendar of 2026 and beyond, where our biggest childhood memories are being resurrected and reimagined by the giants of the industry, Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, and the rest of the colossal studios. The hype train has left the station, and trust me, you do not want to be left behind on this one, because the posters we are talking about are going to be absolutely fire. We are kicking off our 2026 rumor mill with a title that has been whispered in the darkest corners of fan forums for years, a film that, if it actually drops, will immediately claim the crown as the highest-grossing animated movie of the year, potentially ever. The absolute delirium surrounding a theoretical sequel to a certain Pixar classic that changed the way we view our own emotional landscape is almost palpable. And while the studio remains tight-lipped about a direct follow-up, the internet is absolutely convinced that the next major release will be Inside Out 3, The Adolescent Years. Imagine the chaos, the emotional maelstrom that would be unleashed within Riley's mind as she navigates the perilous, volatile landscape of her late teens, where the established core emotions are suddenly challenged by a tidal wave of new, complex, and deeply relatable feelings. Rumors suggest that a character named Anxiety, who made a brief appearance in the last outing, is now joined by a whole new cohort, including existential dread, sarcasm, and the perpetually exhausted apathy, completely disrupting the meticulously organized headquarters that Joy has worked so hard to maintain. Fans are speculating that the film will tackle issues of college applications, first serious relationships, and the daunting challenge of finding one's identity, all leading to a final, desperate plea from the original emotions to find a way to merge their efforts before Riley's emotional core fragments entirely. It's a goldmine for narrative complexity, and the potential for a deeper, more mature exploration of the human condition is precisely why the anticipation for this one is off the charts, whether it's confirmed or not. Moving into the realm of DreamWorks, the buzz is deafening for a continuation of a franchise that brilliantly blended fantasy, action, and genuinely moving character arcs. One that concluded its trilogy almost a decade ago, but left fans starving for more. The title we're hearing tossed around in high-level animation circles, and the one that has truly set the fandom alight, is How to Train Your Dragon: The Ashfall. This is no simple, cozy reunion, folks. The rumors suggest a darker, more epic tale, set perhaps 20 years after the original trio found the hidden world, forcing their human and dragon worlds to remain separate for their safety. The story is rumored to center on the children of Hiccup and Astrid, who discover a new, cataclysmic threat that is somehow tied to the mysterious Ashfall, an apocalyptic event from the ancient history of the dragons, compelling the new generation to defy their parents' careful protection and seek out the hidden world once more. The real fan hype stems from the possibility of seeing adult Toothless and the Night Fury family return, not as the focus, but as legendary mentors, perhaps only visible in a climactic third act that sees the new heroes earn their own companionship with the majestic beasts. There are persistent whispers of a new, terrifying alpha dragon species, one that is not simply bigger or stronger, but possesses a terrifying psychic link that can turn dragons against their riders, posing a fundamental and emotional threat to the established bond of the franchise. It's a sequel that demands a larger, more mature canvas. And the expectation is that DreamWorks is finally ready to deliver an emotionally devastating, visually stunning return to the skies that will honor the legacy of the original three. Finally, we head to the most reliable wellspring of animated legend, Disney, for a rumored live-action style reboot of one of the most culturally significant and financially successful animated films in their entire catalog. One that has been on every fan's wish list for years. Forget the photorealistic remakes for a moment, because the title making the rounds is a full-scale, animated reimagining for the modern era. The Lion King. The Pride Lands return. This is a project shrouded in secrecy, but the consistent rumors point toward a completely new visual style. A stunning, painterly aesthetic that leans into the original's Broadway musical roots and gorgeous 2D artistry, rather than the photorealistic CGI that sparked so much debate. The hype here is purely fueled by the desire for an animated restoration, a chance to see the classic story told with the emotional expressiveness of traditional animation combined with cutting-edge visual technology, delivering a true best of both worlds experience. The fan speculation suggests that this version would heavily expand on the mythology of the Pride Lands, perhaps spending more time exploring the history of Scar and Mufasa's parents, or even introducing a completely new, external threat from a neighboring territory, making the final confrontation for the throne even more high-stakes and politically complex. The simple fact is that The Lion King is a cultural touchstone, and the thought of a complete animated overhaul that fixes the emotional constraints of the 2019 version, while keeping the phenomenal voice cast of the original film, is enough to send the fandom into an absolute frenzy. So there you have it, Flame Force, 3 massive animated projects, some confirmed, some purely based on the hottest internet speculation, that are guaranteed to dominate the conversation for the next few years and redefine what we expect from the world of animation. The sheer scope of these potential sequels and reboots demonstrates that the studios are finally listening to the fans, digging deep into the intellectual property that truly matters to people, not just what makes the most immediate sense on a spreadsheet. Whether they're bringing us back inside the mind, soaring through the skies with new riders, or returning to the majestic savannah, the future of animated cinema looks incredibly bright, and the posters that result from these rumor bombs are going to be legendary. That's all the fire I have for you today. But before you click away, you know the drill. Which of these rumored animated sequels and reboots is getting you most hyped? Drop your craziest theories in the comments section below. Smash that like button. And if you haven't already joined the Flame Force, hit subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss the next trailer breakdown or rumor explosion. I'll see you in the next one.
I didn't know this was even possible. I learned how to make money online. The link is right below in the first pinned comment.